Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. In this class we are going to discuss a unseen passage or a Patit Gadhyansh. The syllabus for EMRS is mainly based on संधि समास विलोम शब्द पर्यायवाची शब्द सामान्य अशुद्धियाँ वाक्यांशों के लिए एक शब्द मुहावरे लोकोक्तियाँ एंड अपठित गद्यांश पर आधारित प्रश्न. So in the series of these classes which I have been taking for EMRS General Hindi, we have discussed in general all the syllabus in our first class. Then other classes include विलोम शब्द पर्यायवाची शब्द and मुहावरे and लोकोक्तियाँ. So in this class we will be discussing अपठित गद्यांश पर आधारित प्रश्न. So what does अपठित गद्यांश mean? अपठित गद्यांश means comprehension. So we all know that comprehension is nothing but a unseen passage. There one paragraph will be given, so we will have to read that paragraph or passage and then we have to answer the questions which will be given below that passage. So in that questions there may be multiple choice questions or they may be descriptive questions, so we will have to answer those questions depending upon the pattern of the questions which is been asked in the question paper. That we will have to decide on that point only. Okay, so if one question is given below the passage and below the question if there are 4 multiple choice questions, then you will have to take the right option from those 4 options, or if just the one question is given, then you will have to write a descriptive answer to that question. Okay, most importantly the answers which will be written by you for those questions will be taken from the paragraph above, that is the passage, the unseen passage which will be given in the question paper. Okay, so basically what is comprehension? One passage will be there, you will read that passage and you will answer the questions given below that passage. Okay, now in English we all know that we will be reading a comprehension before answering the questions given below that passage, but there are some tricks like do's and don'ts which we follow to solve the questions after reading the comprehension. First point in the do's section is that you have to use reverse psychology. Reverse psychology means don't read the passage. First read the questions roughly which are given below that passage, so that you have idea about what type of questions are asked for that particular passage. Once you have idea of those questions, then you can focus on the points when you read the passage. Okay, so you have to read the question first, then you have to read the passage. Okay, and when you read the passage you have to infer the central theme of the passage. So basically what is the motto of the passage, or what is the conclusion of the passage, or what is the aim or motto of that particular passage, which is also known as a comprehension. Okay, and what are the don'ts we usually follow to solve the questions based on this comprehension? First is don't overemphasize the details. So don't waste time by going into the details of the passage. Okay, once you read the questions you will understand what is to be focused in that passage, so don't waste the time by emphasizing more details. Okay, no need to memorize the passage, because the passage is there only. Whenever you want you can go back and you can check the answers, correct? So don't need to memorize, that is also wasting of time. Then don't get stuck with words until questioned. So if you are not understanding any word, don't get worried unless and until that word comes in the answer of the questions given below that passage. Till then you don't need to worry about those words which you are not understanding. Okay, so all these points you have to follow for a unseen passage in general Hindi also. Okay, so according to me, the Apatit Gadyansh is one of the easiest part in general Hindi for EMRS, TGT or PGT. Okay, so I will be discussing 2 examples based on Apatit Gadyansh. The first one which I will take will be the easy one and the second one will be the most toughest one. Okay, so that you have an idea about what type of questions will be asked based on Avapatit Gadyansh in general Hindi paper. Okay, so keeping all these points in our mind, let us start with the first example of Avapatit Gadyansh. So the question is, गद्यांश पढ़कर सही विकल्प चुनो. So the meaning of this is that you have to read this passage and then you have to choose the right option for each question given below this passage. Okay, so let us start reading the passage. बुधवार को सोहन का जन्मदिन है. वह अपने इस जन्मदिन पर 7 साल का हो जाएगा. वह दूसरी कक्षा में पढ़ता है. वह हर साल अपना जन्मदिन धूमधाम से मनाता है. वह अपने जन्मदिन पर घर को गुब्बारों और फूलों से सजाता है. वह शाम को केक काटता है. सब उसे जन्मदिन की बधाई के साथ सुंदर सुंदर उपहार देते हैं. वह उस दिन बहुत खुश होता है. So this was an easy passage, so there is no tough word here, but still if you want me to give you explanation of this passage, it is simple that on Wednesday Sohan is having his birthday, and on his birthday he is going to be 7 years old, and he is studying in 2nd standard, and he celebrates his birthday grandly every year, and on his birthday he decorates his home with balloons and flowers, and he cuts cake in the evening, and he gets many beautiful gifts along with wishes on his birthday, and he stays very happy on that day. Okay, so this is the meaning of this passage. Now let us see the options. See, I could have followed the reverse psychology for this passage. I could have read these multiple choice questions first, then go to the passage, but I didn't do in this paragraph because this is a very easy paragraph. Okay, so one more point here I want to tell you is, I am good at Hindi, right? I am good at Hindi means I know Hindi well. So for me it is not a problem if I read a passage first or read questions first. Okay, especially when there is a small and easy passage. But for you it will become very tough if you read passage first. Okay, so I would advise you to read questions first, but you read the questions in a very rough manner. Don't read questions in detail and waste your time. Just read questions in rough manner and keep some words in your mind, or maybe you can write down those words in the margin, so that when you read the passage you focus on those words particularly. Okay, okay, so now let us solve these questions based on this passage. First question is, सोहन का जन्मदिन कब है? So we have seen in the first sentence only, बुधवार को सोहन का जन्मदिन है. So the correct answer will be बुधवार. नेक्स्ट, सोहन अपने इस जन्मदिन पर कितने साल का हो जाएगा? So we have seen it in the second sentence here. So he is going to be 7 years old. So 7 साल. So here another tip which I want to give you is, when there is chance of multiple choice, don't see the options at all. No need of seeing the options, right? Because you have the answer in your passage. So directly search for the word which you have seen in the passage and tick the correct answer. Okay. Next question. सोहन कौन सी कक्षा में पढ़ता है? We have seen it in the third sentence. He studies in the 2nd standard. Second means दूसरी. So the correct answer will be that Sohan is in 2nd standard. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, सोहन अपने जन्मदिन पर घर को किससे सजाता है? सो सोहन अपने जन्मदिन पर घर को गुब्बारों और फूलों से सजाता है. सो ऑप्शन 4, balloons and flowers will be the correct answer. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विपरीत शब्द रात. व्हाट इज विपरीत शब्द? विपरीत शब्द मीन्स opposite word. Okay, so raat means night, right? What will be the opposite word? It should be day. So raat, din. See, even this type of questions are asked wherein you will not get the answer in the passage. For this type of questions, you should be knowing the opposite word of the particular word given in the question. Or they can ask you Vilom Shabd. Vilom Shabd is also opposite word. Or they can ask you Paryavachi Shabd. Paryavachi means synonym, meaning. Okay. So, these simple grammar things also you should know when you answer these type of questions which are asked below the unseen passage or apatit gadyansh. Okay. So friends, this was the easy passage. Now let us go for the tough one, and let us try to read that passage and answer the questions. So this is the passage. Now here also I am not going to read the questions first. I will read the passage only because I am teaching. Okay, while teaching I cannot go and read questions first and then come back to the passage, because that will be the wrong procedure to teach. But it will be very helpful for you all in the examination if you read the questions and then come back to the passage. Okay, so I am repeating, please go for the questions first, have a quick rough glance on the questions, then read the passage. Okay, or else you can also write down the words which are asked in the questions, write them in the margin, and when you read the passage, try to focus on those particular words. Okay, so that is the best strategy to follow while answering the apatit gadyansh par adharit prashna. Okay, now let's read this passage. Now this is a lengthy passage and a tough passage, so I am reading this passage for you all slowly. Please try to understand it. Okay, so the topic is shiksha ka mahatva. Okay, then शिक्षा मनुष्य की विकास में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है। यह एक ऐसी ऊर्जा है जो व्यक्ति को ज्ञान की ओर प्रेरित करती है और उसे समृद्धि की ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचने में सहायता प्रदान करती है। शिक्षा सिर्फ पुस्तकों से ही नहीं, अपितु जीवन के हर पहलू में मिलने वाली अनुभव और सीखने से भी प्राप्त की जा सकती है। नेक्स्ट स्टांजा। शिक्षित व्यक्ति न केवल अपने जीवन को समझता है, बल्कि समाज में भी उच्च स्थान प्राप्त करने में समर्थ होता है। वह अध्ययन, नैतिकता और संस्कृति के माध्यम से अपनी प्रकट और गुप्त शक्तियों को विकसित करता है। शिक्षा से लब्ध की गई ज्ञान व्यक्ति को समय के साथ और अधिक समझदार बनाता है, जिससे वह समस्याओं का समाधान निकाल सकता है। सामाजिक दृष्टिकोण से भी शिक्षा एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाती है। शिक्षित समाज में जागरूकता फैलाता है और लोगों को सामाजिक अन्याय और दुर्भावना के खिलाफ खड़ा होने के लिए प्रेरित करता है। समापन स्वरूप शिक्षा मनुष्य को उच्चतम मानवीय और नैतिक मूल्यों की ओर ले जाती है। It should actually be मानवीय. Okay, there's a mistake here. It should be मानवीय means humanity. मानवीय और नैतिक मूल्यों की ओर ले जाती है। एक शिक्षित व्यक्ति जानता है कि वह कैसे अपने जीवन को संपन्नता और संवेदनशीलता के साथ जी सकता है और दूसरों को भी उसी मार्ग पर प्रेरित कर सकता है। इसलिए हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए कि शिक्षा ही हमारे जीवन की सबसे मूल्यवान दानी है, जो हमें बेहतर भविष्य की ओर ले जा सकती है। So, as I already told you, this was a tough passage, but I took it for you all to help you all with many new words and help you all with understanding passages like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I will give you the translation of each paragraph. Okay, so the first paragraph was शिक्षा मनुष्य की विकास में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है। यह एक ऐसी ऊर्जा है जो व्यक्ति को ज्ञान की ओर प्रेरित करता है और उसे समृद्धि की ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचने में सहायता प्रदान करती है। शिक्षा सिर्फ पुस्तकों से ही नहीं अपितु जीवन के हर पहलू में मिलने वाली अनुभव और सीखने से भी प्राप्त की जा सकती है। It means education is very important for a person's development. It gives people the energy to learn and pushes them towards knowledge. It helps individuals reach the heights of success and prosperity. Education doesn't just come from books, it can also be gained from experiences and learning in various aspects of life. Okay, so I have translated it for you bit by bit just to make you all understand. You don't need to do all this. Okay, you can translate in your mother tongue also and keep it in your mind also, no problem. And please don't try to translate whole passage at a time. Okay, so go by paragraph, go by one stanza to another stanza. Okay, one stanza you have seen, and on that stanza you know which are the questions are there because you have seen the questions before. So for that stanza answer that questions. Okay, then go for next one. Okay, if you try to solve for the full comprehension at a time, then you will waste time and you will get confused. Okay, so go paragraph by paragraph, question by question. Okay, नेक्स्ट, शिक्षित व्यक्ति न केवल अपने जीवन को समझता है बल्कि समाज में भी उच्च स्थान प्राप्त करने में समर्थ होता है। वे अध्ययन, नैतिकता और संस्कृति के माध्यम से अपनी प्रकट और गुप्त शक्तियों को विकसित करता है। शिक्षा से लब्ध की गई ज्ञान व्यक्ति को समय के साथ और अधिक समझदार बनाता है, जिससे वे समस्याओं का समाधान निकाल सकता है। सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पैराग्राफ? It means that an educated person not only understands their own life, but also becomes capable of achieving a high status in society. Through education, one develops both their apparent and hidden abilities using study, ethics, and culture. The knowledge gained through education makes a person wiser over time, enabling them to solve problems effectively. Okay, so this was the translation of this paragraph. Now see for the questions and which are the questions based on this paragraph, just answer them. Okay, then next go for next paragraph. सामाजिक दृष्टिकोण से भी शिक्षा एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है। शिक्षित समाज में जागरूकता फैलाता है और लोगों को सामाजिक अन्याय और दुर्भावना के खिलाफ खड़ा होने के लिए प्रेरित करता है। What does this mean? From a social perspective, education plays an important role. In an educated society, awareness spreads, encouraging people to stand against social injustice and discrimination. Next, समापन स्वरूप means in conclusion. Okay, शिक्षा मनुष्य को उच्चतम मानकीय, actually it should be मानवीय, I told you, right? और नैतिक मूल्यों की ओर ले जाती है। एक शिक्षित व्यक्ति जानता है कि वह कैसे अपने जीवन को संपन्नता और संवेदनशीलता के साथ जी सकता है और दूसरों को भी उसी मार्ग पर प्रेरित कर सकता है। इसलिए हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए कि शिक्षा ही हमारे जीवन की सबसे मूल्यवान दानी है, जो हमें बेहतर भविष्य की ओर ले जा सकता है। So what does this paragraph mean? In conclusion, education leads a person towards the highest moral and ethical values. An educated individual knows how to live a fulfilling and empathetic life and can inspire others on the same path. Therefore, it's essential to always remember that education is the most valuable gift in our lives, guiding us towards a better future. Okay, so here I also want to tell you another important point that usually what type of apatit gadyansh or comprehension comes in competitive exams means, I mean to say including EMRS, TGT and PGT I am telling, passages based on some social reforms or some social development or a history or even autobiography of a famous person also can be given as a unseen passage. Okay, so something useful only will be given. Okay, nothing will be given without meaning. Okay, so anything which is given as unseen passage will be very meaningful and very useful part for our society or our life, or it will be improving our knowledge. Okay, so that thing you should keep in your mind, that usually the passages given will be positive. Okay, negativity will not be there much in the passage. Okay, now let us give answers to the questions which will be asked below this passage. Okay, like for example, this type of question can be there. So I am not giving multiple choice questions for this passage because I want to teach you all how to write descriptive things, because multiple choice questions are very easy to answer for a passage, just you have to search for that word, right? But the descriptive answers becomes very tough, and we do not know whether they will ask multiple choice questions or descriptive questions below the unseen passage in general Hindi, so we will not take risk. Okay, so the first question below the passage will be शिक्षा क्यों जरूरी है. So this time what you have to answer? The answer should be शिक्षा हमें सीखने और समझने की क्षमता प्रदान करती है, ये हमें ज्ञान और समृद्धि की ओर ले जाती है. It means education provides us with the ability to learn and understand. It leads us towards knowledge and prosperity. This should be your answer. And exactly if this will not be the answer, your rough answer should be this. Okay, the meaning of your answer should be this. Okay, and that sentence you can easily take from the passage. Even you can take it and write as it is also. If you are very bad in Hindi, the best method is you take the sentence as it is from the passage and write it down. Okay, if your Hindi is little bit better, then try to improvise it if necessary. If not necessary, then don't waste time, just write the sentence as it is. Okay, sometimes maybe you will have to change the grammar, maybe you will have to put the past into present or present into future. It depends upon what type of question is asked. Okay, wherever necessary, like that, you can change the tense of the sentence. Okay, or you can also change the direct speech into indirect speech also if necessary. Okay, so if not necessary, then please write the sentence as it is from the passage. Okay, let us go for next question. It can be this: हमें शिक्षा कहाँ से मिल सकती है? So शिक्षा हमें स्कूल, किताबें और जीवन के अनुभवों से मिलती है. हम जगह जगह से सीखते हैं. Means education comes to us through schools, books and life experiences. In fact, we can learn and get literated from various places. Okay, see, whatever answer I am giving is not exactly what your answer should be. It depends upon passage to passage, it depends upon question to question. What I mean to say is your answer should be of rough meaning of what the actual answer should be. Okay, they don't expect exact answer from the aspirants because this is just a qualifying paper. So the best method is take the sentence from the passage and write it down as it is. Okay, next, शिक्षा का क्या लाभ है? What is the use of education? शिक्षा हमें समाज में समझदार बनाती है और हमें अधिक जानकार बनाती है. ये हमें अपने लक्ष्यों की प्राप्ति में मदद करती है और अच्छे नागरिक बनाती है. So education makes us wise in society and increases our knowledge. It helps us achieve our goals and makes us good citizens. Okay, sometimes this type of answers also are okay. They are not taken exactly from the passage, but it is your general wisdom and you are answering that question because this is a very general question. Okay, so this is also okay. Like this also can be done, but many a times, 99% times, it will be a easy passage and you will have to take the sentence as it is and write it down in the answer. Okay, next question. शिक्षा क्यों समाज के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है? शिक्षा समाज में समानता और समय समय पर उन्नति की ओर ले जाती है. शिक्षा समाज में सामाजिक अंतरराष्ट्रीयता और एकता की भावना को बढ़ावा देती है. मीन्स एजुकेशन लीड्स टुवर्ड्स इक्वालिटी एंड प्रोग्रेस इन सोसाइटी. एजुकेशन प्रमोट्स सोशल इंटरनेशनलिज्म एंड अ सेंस ऑफ यूनिटी. नेक्स्ट, शिक्षा से हमें कौन कौन सी विशेषताएं मिलती है? शिक्षा हमें अध्ययन करने, समस्याओं को हल करने और अच्छे समाज में योगदान देने की क्षमता प्रदान करती है. ये हमें समय के साथ अधिक समझदार बनाती है. So don't need to go for such a tough answers as I have given. You can just take from the passage and write it down. Okay. So education gives us the ability to study, solve problems and contribute to better society. It makes us wiser over time. Okay, so I could have given you more easy questions for the passage wherein you can take the answers directly and keep it down, but that I didn't want to do because I'm teaching you all, right? So that's why I've given my own answers also for few questions. Now what you can do is you can take same questions and write the passage with your own hands on a paper, and while writing you can read the passage, and when you are answering these questions try to take the sentences as it is from the passage and write it down, and make the PDF of that answer sheet and message me in the Telegram group, and I will correct it for you. Okay, so that thing I can do. So what you have to do, you have to write the passage from this video and then write the questions which I have given. Don't see my answers, write your own answers taking from the passage. Take it as a exercise. Okay, once you do it, if you want, just write it in the comment section or write it in the Telegram group. I will help you all with new passages and new questions based on those passages. Okay friends, and also you can discuss among yourselves also in the group. The link of the Telegram group will be given in the description below this video. I really hope that I helped you all with Apatit Gadyansh पर आधारित प्रश्न. All the best for your exams. Okay, so I really hope that all the classes which I have been taking for EMRS General Hindi have helped you all. So you can follow the playlist for the previous classes. I will give the playlist of this General Hindi classes in the description below, or even in the comment section also you will find it. So please go and watch the previous classes if you have not watched, and most importantly share this class as much as possible. And if you like my work, please do like my videos, and also subscribe to my channel for more updates on teacher recruitment examinations. Okay, thank you, all the best, bye.